This is Hamza. I'm from Standard Touch. Basically, I'm a co-founder.
I'm Dipen Gupta from Multical SCS Delhi. We're into the primary business of pre-engineered steel buildings, metal roofings, and wall cladding systems.
Hi, this is Premnath from Mazework Solutions Private Limited. We are based out in Chennai and Tamil Nadu.
Yes, my name is Menrad Robutaza. I come from Tanzania and currently working with Aquatech as a gold partner for Africa for Frappe.
Yeah, so I am Kanaya Kale. I am one of the director of Indictrans Technologies. We are based out of Pune, India.
Hi, I am Atul. I am the founder of 8848 Digital. We are official and certified ERPNext partners and gold sponsors for this wonderful conference.
We, as a company, were already looking at an IT arm to get started with, and we found this opportunity as a product to promote in the market, as there's no big partner in North India at least who's promoting this. So we thought we'll take it as a first mover's advantage, get on board with it. Obviously, we have our own company to take care of, so we'll apply all these applications in our company and then give it to the market also. And we have a lot of already leads coming in from the market about because they know our story now. We moved from SAP to ERPNext. They keep asking. A lot of people said कि आपने अपने यहाँ पे किया है, तो why don't you implement it to in our place also? We'll pay you whatever the expenses. So I thought let's get on board with it. And because it is a software that is filling the gap that is there in the market. I mean, between the solving a lot of mid-sized businesses problem. So it is a good opportunity for us.
This story goes long back. 2008 is when my professional career started in WebNotes.
Oh.
I was introduced to a metadata-driven framework in an application development company, WebNotes, where we built a ERP system on this framework for a hospital beds manufacturing company who had a monopoly then in the market. This framework over years has evolved into a low-code framework of what today we call as Frappe. So there were small chunks of pieces. What I recollect is what we developed. We were a small team then. Rushabh used to lead us. Nabeen was the one whom I used to kind of do a lot of a lot of development
like a collaboration.
with. Yes. So that is how my journey started. But then in 2009, I took a path to an entrepreneurial side. But Frappe being super close to me, I was in regular touch with them. And then in 2020-21 is where we decided, yes, we are going to step into a dedicated team, get into ERPNext, into Frappe completely. And this, I know this team since I don't know how many years now, but yes, it is a super close family for me. The entire Frappe seems like as my own team. So that is how it's been.
I think based on my experience of 26 years of using other ERPs, proprietary ERPs, I think ERPNext was the breath because I could get solution as I go. So as I go, and my colleague I'm working with, because also we have worked together for 25 years, and they Mitesh Chokshi, but they moved from the same company working together about 3 years back, after also seeing the same problem that we are not developing, we are not growing with the business environment, with the product that we had. So I think ERPNext we are seeing the growth, we are seeing the good thing is we are solving our client's problem.
So since inception, I said we are closely working with ERPNext, but this partner overall arrangement or engagement model came into picture in last couple of years. So jointly with ERPNext, I would say more than 20 plus projects I think we have done. On Frappe Cloud, more than 70-80 plus sites we have. It is one of the good achievements we have, and I feel and even along with Frappe, we got engaged with couple of enterprise customers. So things are quite well in presence of Frappe and their support, and I think this is going to be a quite drastically different in the coming years. Yeah, so earlier we used to focus majorly on the government sector, public sector, and that time we used to take any kind of open source framework to develop a solutions and develop a products. But later on we came across Frappe, and Frappe as a framework, we found it is quite easy to develop, it is easy to customize, and the deployment part is really awesome. So we found it building any enterprise solutions for any customer, irrespective whether it is a private customer or a government, we are finding it quite suitable in terms of reducing a development timeline, in terms of handling a DevOps part, that is a deployment aspects, and then of course the post development, the support comes into picture, and that is where even we have a very good expertise to take care of overall the support engagement with the customer. Earlier we faced many challenges whenever we going to deploy the solutions on the on-premise servers or the private clouds, but now FC coming into a picture, we found deployment, creating a site, it is just a couple of minutes job. It doesn't take days or two to set up a site. Second, if there is a need of any kind of support which is we need it on an immediate basis, we don't have to run behind any cloud agency or any partner. Here Frappe is there, we are anyway closely working with them for implementation or any other support part. So it is quite handy to get engaged with them, and that's why we feel FC is one of the best product as of now I have seen.
Yes, the way we used to deal a lot of custom solutions before, the non-Frappe, the non-ERPNext ones, we used to be pitching like someone out in the market. Like there are like 1,000 players. How do you differentiate yourself? It's a tough piece for us to go and explain the processes, the kind of quality checks, and what we follow through. Coming into the partner circuit, that comes along with that. The kind of credibility of what you kind of stand with the customer and say, we are certified partners. There are no questions about processes that actually come to you. That, okay, what is that you do? Do you know these modules? How long have you been there? So a lot of these questions get answered. So the discussion starts with a lot of quality talks. What is the problem statement? What is that you want to solve? And then the piece comes, how are we going to solve it? Rather than diving into points, what is the process? How do you do development? How do you come across? It becomes very straight, simple for us.
Yeah, my main thing for a contribution, like I feel strongly, is like we should give back whatever we implemented. Right? Suppose I implemented certain things. I had to talk also. I said in that also. So we should actually give that back to community. Like I got it developed, sponsored by someone, developed by someone else. So if I push it back to the ERP community, right, someone or the other is also facing the same issue, and they can solve it.
So whatever we have with the tax compliance, business compliance, regulatory compliance, we make sure that solution goes into ERPNext and we deliver it to our clients as well.
This is one which is extremely important for us now.
Okay.
There is a lot of code base of what we have been building throughout, mainly through the customers of whom we have served and otherwise as well. Most of these are going to go on Frappe Marketplace. Is the first and the very foremost piece of what we have decided, and the implementation of this has already started.
Okay.
We are in touch with Hussain to kind of get these, like, to understand the process of how we can kind of get this implemented through one. And second, there are a lot of features of what we feel can be part of the core product also.
Okay.
So there is a very clear roadmap of how we are going to come back strong, where there is going to be a lot of contributions of what you see in the next few months, for sure.
So this is something I requested Umair also, like partners should be actually measured on a level, means the measurement level should be like how much the partners are giving back. So if suppose two people are on the same partnership level and in the same domain, how do you see which one is performing better? The one which is giving back to the community, who is creating more PR requests and all. That is how to the GitHub and all. This is what I believe.
So SME segments are in India definitely huge, that the potential is huge. If we give the right solution, open source technology, definitely the SME segments we can cater and we can take that level into ERPNext into that segment. So that is our vision, to take MazeWorks to take to ERP to SME segments.
Yeah, I think in the community, we need to thank them for delivering ERPNext as a solution in all its components. And I think they really very visionary in terms of making the product to grow or make the clients grow with the product?
This time I am seeing the crowd has been increased, and overall the kind of traction has been built in last 2 to 3 years, specifically the last 3 years. I see it is going to be again a boom in the coming years. Definitely in the next 1 or 2 years itself, you will see a major differences in the list of users, the list of enterprise customers, and the overall ecosystem as a Frappe and ERPNext.